Years old.
So basically, you started up. You were extremely goal set. You had a clear vision.
Yep.
You knew where you wanted to go. Was wealth the target? Was money the game, or was it the passion that you had that developed into the wealth?
In the beginning, it was strictly money. I wanted to get rich.
You wanted to get that wealth.
I would love to tell you it was something different. No, but I wanted to become rich. Then I realized I was wasting all my efforts trying to get rich. I should have been focusing on getting wealthy, because when you focus on wealth efforts, rich comes along the way.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So I just wanted to get out of the jam I was in. I grew up in a beautiful family. We were financially struggling as a family. My mom was a waitress with 3 jobs, waiting on tables, raising 3 boys. And it was a massive struggle. Government housing, Section 8, food stamps. We rented furniture because we couldn't afford to buy it.
Yeah.
We had bad credit. We couldn't get financing, and they would pick it up every other week if you don't make your payment.
Yeah.
It drove me crazy. It bothered me. I left after the 9th grade. I failed in the 3rd grade, and I only have a 9th grade education. And I had no choice but to leave. I knew school wasn't for me. I didn't comprehend school. I had a real big problem understanding questions and the topics and the subjects. And I used to raise my hand every time I didn't understand, and teachers used to get frustrated with me. And I used to get frustrated with them because they thought I was being a pain in the butt, but I really didn't understand, and I was asking questions. So I said, Mom, school's not for me. She didn't give me one pushback. She supported it. And there I was, man. I figured it all out by myself, making some big mistakes, being so distracted, having so many friends. Friends was a big thing, and family was a big thing for me because I had so much of that. Success was not even on the radar for me. It was just to survive. And I started my first job at 14 years old. The success part, when I started realizing I can actually become successful, is when I started creating some sort of confidence.
Yeah.
And the confidence came from learning from some big mistakes. And that's why I'm telling a lot of young people, if you can limit some big mistakes, they're mandatory. You're gonna fail. You have to be willing to fail if you're gonna become successful.
Because you have to try.
Yeah, but so many are, for example, your story's amazing, and you work for these beautiful people, and the same effort goes into if you work for yourself, and you're maybe kind of distracted because you just had a job and you maybe you didn't see success for yourself. And I really believe for me, the distractions were my worst enemy. And then it became my best friend when I understood the power of not getting distracted. So many young people want to get there, but they're so preoccupied on so many distractions because there's no information. We talked a little bit looking at a Ferrari. There's no information looking at Bobby Castro. You need the information how to get to A to B, not A to Z.
Yeah.
And I used to be that person, A to Z. I kept failing and wondering what the heck is going on.
If you look at the whole mountain,
I skipped the process.
Yeah, the mountain seems too big to climb too. You have to break it down into bite size. And I think that's one of the big mistakes I'm seeing coaching people is, they're seeing, hey, here you are, you have a private jet, whatever, Lamborghini, you have all that money, and they're like thinking, okay, the climb from where I am now, working at Walmart or wherever you are, that climb is just so incredibly, it's too much.
Be about relationships and not transactions. I used to be one all about the transaction, meaning that I meet you, I know you have success, you may be able to help me somehow, some way, and automatically I'm in a transaction mode versus building a relationship mode. When I started building relationships, things started happening for me in a very big way. And I'm telling everyone, do long-term efforts, be about a relationship. If you're not willing to spend time on a relationship, before you ask somebody to invest with you, do business with you, you have to be willing to say, let me slow down, let me build a relationship, let me make sure my non-refundable minutes, I want to invest in this relationship. And I can't tell you, it not only provided me and my family financial freedom, I get additional $400,000 a month, $300,000 to $400,000 a month in just cash flow, real estate distributions, no tax implications. In total, we earn about over $10 million a single year in our investment, all from the efforts from relationships.
Yeah.
I know it sounds boring, Bobby, it has to be more than that. If I didn't meet the right people, I wouldn't be sitting here today. Bobby, how did you meet the right people? First, you have to delete some people out of your life, beautiful people, but people that already have the same information you have, and you're all stuck. So you might as well say, time out, Bobby. I'm moving on, and start surrounding yourself with new, like this new chapter I'm in.
Yeah.
I just sold my business my entire life. I am in a new book now. So I want to meet brand new people that have information I don't have. And I've learned so much so far in 5 months. It's huge.
Yeah, that's how we grow.
You're able to leverage that information to maybe a business.
I know.
I mean, I'm already going to be doing business with several people I've met online, really successful people. And I would never have met them if I didn't have the people skills, if I didn't know the importance of a relationship, not to push, not to press, not to rush. It's so important. I see even salespeople do that with customers. They don't even let a customer finish talking and they're reacting.
Unless you have that target in your face, and I repeat my targets every morning. That's part of my morning routine. Bringing up on my phone, even though I feel crystal clear here, I don't leave it random. I bring it up to make sure that, hey, I'm extremely, and it's the same thing as money.
Yeah.
Right? As you said,
1000%.
Invested time is the same as money. You don't want to invest in money into costs that won't multiply, right?
And I wouldn't look for validation from anybody because I'm meeting so many awesome entrepreneurs and they're always looking, well, Bobby, what do you think about this business? Or what do you think? The more you look for validation and approval from others, the more you will do nothing. Nothing. And I'm finding that to be an issue now when I'm speaking to some entrepreneurs, and I'm finding some entrepreneurs, believe it or not, man, I'm going to call them out. They're not entrepreneurs. An entrepreneur is this. You have a business. You are completely focused in it. You're maximizing every minute. And then when you have a free time, you go become a waiter. That's what I did. I had 2 jobs when I was having my main business. There's 24 hours. Everyone goes home, and I'm speaking to beautiful people, and I say, give me your 24 hours, and please be honest with me because I can't give you any of my opinion. I can't tell you. 9 out of 10 have so many more hours to do so many other things, and they're not doing it. They are here on this drug, this social media drug. You use social media like I am using it, where I'm connecting, meeting bona fide relationships that are in line with some of my visions on where I want to go. I am not meeting relationships that are DJs. I don't inspire to be a DJ. I inspire to become very wealthy. I am looking for someone that has actual bona fide results to show me how do I get from C to D.
For sure.
And I'm not worrying about Z. So use social media to your advantage because you're spending your non-refundable minutes looking at a photograph, guys.